Hello, athletes and fans of bodybuilding. Tarek El-Guindi with the Mr. Olympia. We're here with Kerrith Baggio. He's the current champion. But it looks that you're going to have a battle tonight. Oleg Kerrith came in and he wants to take your title. How does it feel?
Well, it's nice to be king of the hill for the moment, but strong competition, not just Oleg. Everybody, they brought it today. And this is probably the deepest 212 lineup that I've seen in the past. No, you know what? This might be the deepest 212 lineup that I've competed in, period. A phenomenal show. But yeah, it won't be easy. It will not be easy. And nothing's set in stone right now, but I'm willing to take the chances and say I'm going to bet on me.
Well, Kerrith, you are the reigning defending champion here. Talk to us a little bit about what the difference is in preparations from being a contender to actually being the title holder and defending the title. Which one's harder?
I would say defending the title. It's so hard because now it's like you got a big old target on your back,
right?
And these guys got good aim, man. So it's either sink or swim, man. And I mean, swim or sink.
Either way. Either way.
Just don't sink.
Yeah, exactly.
But end of the day, I think that defending that title is probably harder because, man, these guys are hungry. You could smell it in the air. You could feel the energy. But you got to fight tooth and nail for it, and that's why this is so great. This is the competitive nature of bodybuilding. This is the essence of it, and I just love it. So, I welcome the challenge, and I only hope that I did enough work this year. In fact, I know I did enough work this year to improve and bring a better physique, and I think I'm showing that right now.
Well, you got about 6 hours of prep before tonight's finals. Chris Cormier, what would your advices be? Always the right ones, of course, to Kerrith, of what he's got to do between now and tonight to earn this title and keep that around his belt?
Well, I'm going to keep it real because I am the real deal. But I think you still need to focus on some of your poses. I was a little critical about you slanting your right leg in way too far. I think if you brought that heel out more and dig your toes into the ground and get more pressure on that hamstring, you can utilize that more so in your favor and get more definition throughout the hamstring through the glute there. I think that's one thing that I saw that stood out to me. But what do you think that you can do as far as changing that up a little bit in your poses? Because I think you just need to focus on that, going into the night show.
Well, thank you for that creative criticism, number one. And number two, I got to say that this is ever evolving. So I find myself presenting my physique in new ways. So while I might have did that last year, I had to try and accentuate everything I had on stage today. So what I thought looked best is how I presented it. But again, that's why we have eyes that look at us. And a guy like you with a track record of being a great poser, great presenter, I accept that criticism, and I'm going to try and use that the best I can. But it's an evolving process, and I just try to improve, and that's why I'm here every year. So.
Well, I want to touch into what's happening right there on that call out. We were talking about it. You're bigger. You have possibly better lines, but he's harder than you. What are you going to do in terms of changing your physique to make sure that his conditioning doesn't beat your lines and your size?
Well, I'll present it better, like Chris mentioned. But I know he wants the title. He's come a long way, and I got to show him why that title belongs in the Northeast. So, much love to Oleg and every competitor up there. But, I'm just going to try and bring my best. It can't be just one thing because there's a group of criteria that you're judged on. So I'm going to try and check all those boxes and leave tonight with the best score. And hopefully, and still, will be said.
Tarek, I think at this point in the game, obviously you got a few hours, finals tonight. They get to do their posing routines. You got the pose down, very important. I don't think you play anybody's game. I think he plays and accentuates exactly what he brought. Line, symmetry, proportion, shape. Maybe the posing reflects that with some better, broader poses, more classical type, classic physique poses. Listen, you're not going to muscle. This guy's a beast, right? But let him hit all the muscular poses and all that kind of stuff. Maybe he's not as fluid or as smooth. I think at this point, though, you got to play to your strengths.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle, Chris Cormier, Bob Chick, Kerrith Baggio versus Ole Kriv. We don't know who's going to win, but the reality is one of them is going to be real unhappy because both of them showed up in great shape with great physiques, and both of them belong on that first call out at the Olympia. I want you to get the New York Pro pay-per-view right now so you can watch it for yourself and see these two giants on stage. My name is Tarek Elguindi with the real deal Chris Cormier, with Bob Ciccarello and the superstar, the current New York Pro 212 champion, Kerrith Baggio. We'll see you next time.